I think then we are good. Oh, and I see Christy here. So, okay, great. I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. If you are on and you can mute yourself while we're chatting until we get to the end for Q&A, that would be great. So I'll mute myself and Christy's going to kick us off.
Great.
I am so excited to be here tonight, and I am super excited that all of you are here with us. When Tammy and I first started talking about participating in this reset, I had been asking a lot of questions, and she had been really digging deep and researching, and I just knew I needed something. I've been battling with some major inflammatory issues because, guys, you know how it is, right? When you get closer to the light, you see more of the impurities floating around in your air, right? So as we're working harder and harder on our optimal health and wellness, we're going to unearth and identify things that might have been lying kind of under the surface because the things that were screaming the loudest kept our attention. So as I've been healing things over the last 10 plus years, there was something that kind of crept up in the last, 4, 5, 6 months, and just tremendous amounts of inflammation. And because of my family's history, I was not willing to walk down that road and that path. So I decided I needed to do something differently. And even though I've been on Ningxia Red for eons, I wasn't utilizing it in the best possible ways to help support my body in its fight against this unnatural inflammatory response. And so the first 14-day reset for me was an eye opener. There was some emotional frustrations. And so we got started with that. But the thing that got me through it was the fact that I decided I wouldn't do it alone. And I want all of you to think about that tonight as Susan is sharing the details, the ins and outs of what you're going to be doing in this 14-day reset. I want you to think about why it's not the smartest to do it alone, why you want to come alongside of some friends, preferably some people that are local to you, or at least people that you're close enough with that you might get on a Zoom or jump on a Marco Polo or just a FaceTime and do your workouts together. But guys, we need accountability. We need encouragement. We need that push, because one of the hardest things for us to do is to say no to ourselves, to tell ourselves no about a food item, to tell ourselves to get up and exercise when every bone in our body is saying, heck no, we won't go, right? So for us to have those people that will come alongside of us. So after Tammy and I decided, hey, we're doing this and we're going to make it available to our friends and people that want to join us, I called 5 people. 5 was my number. I set a number. I want 5 people, because you know what? Inevitably, whenever you're trying to be accountable every single day, there's going to be a person or two that gets busy and can't chime in. And I needed to make sure that there was going to be someone. So I found 5 people, and it was just people I remembered in conversation, a couple of people from my church. There was a person that I had worked with, a different job. And I reached out to him and was like, hey, I'm getting ready to do this. Do you want to do it with me? We'll set up an accountability group where we're going to text and chat every single day during the reset. We talked prior to the reset. We've talked since the reset. And guys, I would have quit 10 times over had I not had that accountability group. So we wanted to start tonight's call by encouraging you to be excited about this reset, but also recognizing that it's normal and natural for us as human beings to want to quit things when they're not going exactly the way that we want them to. And so think about some people that you want to do this reset with. Even if you've already done some of the resets with us, walk into this reset with an accountability team. It would be great for it to be some people that maybe haven't experienced Ningxia Red or Young Living yet. And you can get them involved and you can work together. But that's how we want to encourage you right now. Now, Susan's going to jump in here and she's going to share all the details of what the reset looks like. And then I have one more really cool encouragement or challenge that I want to give you at the end of our call, and then we'll open for Q&A. But we're super excited that you all are here tonight, whether you're watching us from the streaming or you're on the Zoom live. We're excited that you're here. I'm going to pass it over to you, Susan.
Okay, awesome. I love that Christy shared that she invited some other people, right, to join her in this. And we all know things always go better when we have our friends alongside us, right? So let me go through the details with you, and then I'm actually going to try to share my screen to show you inside the Facebook page, because I know some people get into the private Facebook page. So where this is being streamed right now is an open group where anybody can be invited to take a look and read the testimonials and share that information that we've posted here. But the actual reset takes place in a private group that people are admitted to once they have met one of the biggest qualifications, which they have committed and made a purchase and have the Ningxia Red that you need for this challenge. So if you are unaware, you will need 102 ounces of Ningxia Red for this challenge. The starter bundle is the perfect way to grab your Ningxia and get into this challenge. So whether you're watching this and you are not yet a Young Living customer, you can easily do that. If you are a member, you can even put that bundle on your loyalty rewards order, which saves you even more, friends. It's such a great deal. And I love grabbing and getting that box of nitro. So first off, that you will need to grab 102 ounces of Ningxia Red, because this is going to be pivotal in you having success in the program. And it's what's this program is based around. So second, you are going to choose a meal plan. And so don't get scared and run the other way, because like you've had the thoughts like, I've tried this before, I've done this before, I have failed before, all of those thoughts, because we have provided information. And I'm going to show you in the group here in just a second how easy it will be to choose what is going to be what you're going to commit to for 14 days. The second part, or the third part, is that you will want to print out some printables. We've made it really easy with some great printables. Take pictures and measurements, friends. This is the part we don't want to do, that it's like, I don't want to stand in front of the mirror. I don't want to take my picture. I don't want to wrap the measuring tape around my middle, right? But I'm telling you, please, please do it, because that is where you're going to see your successes, whether it's a big success or even a little success. But here, I want you to grab onto any success is big, right? We have got to celebrate any kind of victory that we see in this program. And that's what I love about the community piece that we have. Christy said, share with a friend. So I would encourage you to do that. And so let me see if I can share my screen and hop in to the other Facebook page so that I can show you guys. Actually, let me move my screen here so I can close out some chats. That's the thing, right? When Facebook comes up. So, okay, I am sharing my screen. I don't know what is with, maybe other people are having this issue too on my computer. Some of these pinned posts are all gobbledygook writing at the top. So you may be viewing the Facebook page from your phone, but this is from a computer. And so you'll want to make sure you'll see here this featured area. This is where you're going to want to come in here and check out these posts. So this one here, if I click on it, sorry. Oh my goodness. Now my internet is going to want to be really slow. Okay. Here we go. This is the first one is, you see that nice graphic? Start here. This is where if somebody's invited you in, you are probably tagged in this post, so you'll find it. And then go ahead, I'm going to scroll back up, so stay with me. Don't get all dizzy on me. This gives you everything that you are going to need to review right here, friends. So don't get overwhelmed with all of the things. Just start here and read down. You'll see right here. Take pictures. We've told you exactly to do that. Document your successes. And we've got a post right here that's linked how to take your measurements so that you will take them accurately. And when you go back at the end of the 14 days, you will take them in the same manner. That's where you'll be able to see results. How many have taken measurements before at your waist and you're like, did I really take my waist measurement at my belly button or was I higher? I don't know. And then you don't see any kind of result that is positive and then you get frustrated. That's been me. So share, right? We've said you want to share with somebody, invite people along. So here are the guidelines. Your Ningxia, it's going to tell you exactly how to drink your Ningxia and the quantity that you need. In the first 3 days, you're going to amp up. You're going to flood your body with nutrients and you are going to feel amazing. Even if you've been a Ningxia drinker for quite some time, like myself, it was amazing. So easy instructions on that. The next part is drinking your water. You will want to drink half of your body weight in ounces of water, and it needs to be good, clean, filtered water. The other part is you are going to exercise 30 minutes a day. This doesn't mean you have to be doing the, CrossFit and being all that. You don't have to do that. We are offering in here all types of workouts. You can do a chair workout. You can simply go for a walk every day. That's one of my favorite things is to just go for a 30 to 40 minute walk after dinner. And that's my exercise. I take one of my dogs. It's super easy. Now in the most recent reset, I've added in some weight training and some Pilates. So, but we have some great workouts that we're going to share with you in here. This is the choose your meal plan section, and you can choose whatever you want, but if you need assistance and you really want some ideas, this is where you're going to go. And you'll see there's links right here that's going to tell you if you're interested in keto or the GAPS or whole food or paleo, or if you're wanting to combine that with intermittent fasting as well. I'll post with information on that as well. So accountability, we have something new coming this time. So accountability, we have some obviously in the group, but also some Facebook chats that were open. And this time we're going to have a few Marco Polo chats that are available for those that are interested in that as well. So I just wanted to highlight the other thing here in the featured posts is it's really slow lagging here, guys. Sorry, when I'm trying to change my posts. Ooh, it's really, okay. So, under the start here, let me just see if I can click through to there. There are printables that you can easily print out, and I'm trying to just quickly find that. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not going to waste our time here because I know that Christy has some things. Okay. Here, I'm back. You'll see here on the next featured post is the page, the post for the printouts. So you will have an easy way to track. So all kinds of goodies are here. So I'm going to go ahead and unstop or stop sharing my screen. Okay, so those are the details. So let me just recap because I kind of went all over the place. I made simple notes, but sometimes, we get off track. So make sure you have your Ningxia. That's number one. Okay. Then you'll be added to the group and you will choose your meal plan. So just go right to that start here post and choose your meal plan. And then make sure that you get what you need in order to start June 12th. That's when our next round is starting. So then make sure you've got a way to have good, clean, filtered water. If you need to buy yourself a new little water bottle so that it's fun to, have something to encourage you to drink, go ahead and treat yourself at the beginning, right? Take your pictures, take your measurements, bring along a friend, and to get that exercise in. So, I forgot to show in the group, but you will see a post for each day and it will tell you exactly the exercises that you need to do as well. So we've lined it up really good. It's organized. You just got to get in there and kind of look around. So I'm going to toss it back over to Christy because she's going to share, like she said, she has something to share that's kind of fun with you all. And then we'll have some Q&A at the end for any questions that we may have missed addressing.
Okay, guys. So I started us off tonight talking about getting a group of my friends together. And I know that some of the people that are wanting to be a part of this reset really are not interested at all in building a business with Young Living or making money or anything like that. However, if you are interested in doing this as community, why not go ahead and get some benefits at the same time? So I want to give you some ideas of how you can maximize what you're going to receive, because this is the last month for an enormous challenge that Young Living placed upon us that happens to have some of the most amazing gifts, like a year's worth of thieves and a year's worth of Ningxia and trips to Hawaii. But they're also giving away over $1,000 in essential oils. I'm not even positive what the exact amount is as far as the retail amount, but it is really a huge amount of oils, and just for you sharing. So remember, I said I wanted 5 friends. I had a goal of 5 friends. Well, guys, those 5 friends were all brand new to Young Living. Well, 4 were brand new. 1 reactivated. She had not ordered for several years, but this reset excited her. And so I used some smarts, and I strategically placed those new people in such a way that it allowed me to get extra points towards the free oils, as well as giving me an opportunity to be a part of the contest for the other things. So I've worked really hard on some graphics. I'm going to share my screen. Here it is. I know that you're really impressed by this graphic because it is baller. But my whole point is this. This is you up here. Put your first new person here. Put your second new person here. Put your third new person here. Put your fourth new person here. What happens is all of these people and their orders are going to start rolling up, and you're going to start seeing numbers exponentially move. Whenever we rank a person up in Young Living, they give us extra points. So just by bringing in 4 people for a brand new person like you, who's never hit a rank before, you've never hit star before, you bring in 4 new people. You tell them that you're working on a contest and you'd like to sign them up for the loyalty program. Now, number 1, when they sign up for the loyalty program, they're going to get 10 free points. If they keep their loyalty order for month number 2, they're going to get a free extra diffuser just for having loyalty. If they decide not to continue, they can discontinue with no penalty whatsoever. But when you explain to them that they're helping you in a contest, I've had no one say no. Every single person said yes. So I'm getting extra points for that. So with myself and Rocky and Clubber Lang and Adrian and Drago, right? With all of my new members here, I have earned 41 points, guys. This is not even including my 5th person in my group. Now, for those of you, all right, get ready. This is a really extensive graphic here. But for those of you who already have members on your team, if you have members on your team that you personally enrolled and they've never hit star, you could put people directly under them. And each person that hits star, you get 5 points. Just this little window with just my 5 new people, I was able to earn 50 points. So listen, you're not going to just snap your fingers and get all of the freebies for this contest. There are people that have been working on this contest since January 1. But I happened to start this contest in the middle of February. And in the month of February, I earned 47 points, doing exactly what I just told you. At this point, I have 127 points, and I'm not stopping. June is going to be another great month for us to help people find that optimal health and wellness. I just want you to get as many benefits as possible. So if you're serious about getting some free oils, you could definitely hit the 20-point tier without even blinking an eye. Get those friends together. I want you to reach out to the person who is in your Young Living upline, who sponsored you, who brought you into this oily goodness, and ask them all the questions. Don't tell yourself it's too late. It's never too late. You just have to put in a little elbow grease and you can make this happen. And I personally want to see a whole bunch of us capitalize on this amazing contest that Young Living has given us, while We're getting healthier, helping ourselves with our sleep, helping our weight, helping our inflammation, all of the things. And we're getting smarter too, which means we'll be able to help others in our lives that need the same benefits. So let's open up for Q&A. If you don't want to say it out loud, just type it into the chat and Susan or I will answer it. If you do want to say it out loud, just unmute yourself, ask your question, and then we'll give you that answer.
And for those that are watching the live stream, I have it here. So if you have a question, go ahead and type it into the Facebook live stream and we can address it too.
Anyone? It's because Susan did such a remarkable job explaining it. It's true, girl. Like, you crushed it as far as giving all the details. I love
Well, you're
it.
a baller with your graphics. So I'm like, I can't compete with that.
I mean, for real. I know that like you all are super envious of my charts, but I mean, hey.
Okay. Okay. Liz is asking how many here have been through the reset before and how many are brand new. So
Oh, I love it.
you want to just put in the chat if you have done 1 or 2 rounds, or maybe you're brand new. And then if you have a testimonial to share, I'm sure that somebody would love to hear that. I know personally, I will be completely honest, and I have not completed a complete 14 days. And that is one of the things that I will say that I appreciate about the community that we have formed. We will encourage you till the end, friends. Okay. It is not about, oh, you went and goofed up or you failed or anything, because this is life. Okay. So I do my best, and some days are better than the other, but what I love is that I can wake up the next day and I can just start over and be back on track. And there's no shame. I'm not carrying that kind of guilt, right? So just be encouraged that this is the kind of community that you're going to be involved in. Yes, Stacy. Stacy, can you unmute yourself? Do you want to share? Because I'm sure we would love to hear.
I want to jump in first as Stacy's unmuting, but I wanted just to say to Lynn and to anyone else who's thinking it, guys, we mess up, and the old mindset, the old diet mindset is I blew it, so I have to quit and I'm done. And I heard Tammy say this, and I thought this is the reframing that we need. You fell off for a half a second, right? Like, you blew it in one meal. And so you just make the next meal better. When I realized the stuff that was going on physically, it has prevented me from being able to do my walking or my working out regularly without severe pain. So I'm having to make some adjustments, and it's been really difficult mentally because of it. But I'm just telling myself I'm not going to quit, right? Like, at some point we're going to get this under control, and then I'm just going to jump right back in. So I'm doing what I can in the process, but we don't beat ourselves up. This is about encouraging, uplifting, and just knowing that we're powerful enough to do this. And we're all standing here in the gap. So when you're feeling too weak, we'll lift you up so that you feel that strength. That's the beauty of the community for sure. Okay, now, Stacy.
Hey, so I have to say, I sat back the first, I guess, 2 rounds that this group did. And weight is not a big thing for me. I got skinny little arms. I do have some middle stuff that when I weighed, was like, oh, I want some of that toned and gone. But I sat back saying, this is probably not for me. I'm just going to watch what everybody's doing. And then I kept watching and I kept seeing the testimonies, and I kept seeing people build consistencies. And I'm like, it's really stupid that I don't try. I'm not a big exerciser. I don't know that I've ever exercised 4 days straight, let alone I've been exercising 30 minutes or more every day since that round started. So I guess it's going on 4 weeks. I don't know. I think there's 4 weeks between the reset. I mean, but between the start of the previous reset, I lost several pounds. But for me, it was building the consistency of all the things. I'm still eating, I'd say 70% the whole food regimen. I have found some amazing recipes. We share recipes in the private group. I'm enjoying leftovers for lunch because it tasted so good the night before. Why would I not want it again? I'm working out each day. I'm drinking my water still. So for me, I had somebody say, well, I haven't lost, any weight, and it was worth a try. And I'm like, you're on day 8. First of all, let's stick with the plan, right? And not give up on ourselves and not give up on the program. But it's not, to me, I think we put so much focus on the weight. And if you're working out more, you're building muscle, right? So you are potentially losing in one place, but you're gaining because you're gaining that muscle. And it's not all about the weight loss. It's the consistency in taking care of ourselves and showing up for ourselves every day. That was huge for me. And I can't wait to do it again. My focus was better. Like all of my goals I had for how I would feel from the reset were tackled and more. My sleep was better. My brain functioned better. So I'm telling everybody, I'm like, y'all, everybody needs to do this. I just keep saying to my friends, everybody needs to do this. So if y'all are on the fence, jump in.
Say, I'm the same way with you, Stacy, on and off. But let me tell you what, if a 75-year young person like me can do this and do it consistently and stay within the weight and still lose the inches and keep the inflammation off, y'all, everybody needs to be doing this because it really, really helps. It helps with the sleep. It helps with the energy. It helps with just thinking straight. And I still have the 15 pounds off. I still have the 18 inches off, but I still want to take a little bit more off because I've lost 2 dress sizes. And just walking out, working and putting my bird feeders up today, I'm going, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my pants because I had to hold my pants up and screw that little screw in at the same time because I'm losing weight. And it's because I'm staying consistent with eating the right foods and staying away from the foods that I just decide I don't want. The bread. I did cheat today. I had a bagel. Ooh, and my son's going, ooh, I had a bagel. And it was delicious. But you know what? At first I felt guilty, but no, not anymore. I don't. I had that and it's fine, but I still lost weight because I was out there in the sunshine putting up my bird feeders, and I sat down and 10 minutes later, I look up and there's the first hummingbird coming in on those feeders, and it's already out there on a reel. So if y'all are friends with me, go look at it. It was the cutest little 11 seconds.
I love that. See, and I love what you said, Darlene, is that at first it's our nature, right? To feel like it's a cheat, like we should be, that's a negative, but this is real life. You are developing consistency and patterns for healthier lifestyle. And it means once in a while we get to have that doggone bagel and it's okay. So I love it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm doing
All
it.
right. I think there was somebody else that had unmuted themselves. Christy Finfrock, were you wanting to share? I wasn't sure.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. You're fine, girl. Okay. All right. Anybody else have a testimony or a question? Otherwise, we might have done really good and kept this right at 30 minutes, which is always my goal. So, but I don't want to cut anybody off. I'll look here in the
I can share something.
Sure, yeah.
The first time I started the reset, I should not have started. It was before the group started. Anyway, don't start it when you're sick. Okay. Start it when you're like ready to go. So I was sick and I shouldn't have done that. But so the second time was a lot better, but both times I would say that all that ninja, like this really is a great start, like to, when you're trying to get in shape. It really, because for all the reasons people said, but I didn't like have any of like when I went on Whole30, like the detox symptoms that I had before. I didn't have the headaches. I didn't have the cravings. I can't believe how much this curbs my craving. And right when I was feeling like, okay, I need to eat something sweet, it was time for me to have more Ninja Red. So that's one of my biggest, like, this is a great way to just kick off and like get going on being healthier. And I still have to, each reset gets better. So it's going to get better next time. But, I lost, and I'm not real good at I'm not green at all. So I'm not real good at the measuring, but my pants were looser, my dress was looser. People said things. Anyway, so yeah.
Awesome. I love it. Just somebody had a question about having trouble drinking your water. I think that I also struggle with that. I think that one of the things that I've personally done is I'm a coffee girl. So not everybody is, but before I have my coffee in the morning, I drink 2 8-ounce glasses of water. And so there right off, I've got a good portion that's in my system. And then it seems to trigger my ability to actually want to be thirsty for water. So, but then I would also suggest maybe if you have the vitality drops, especially the electrolyte vitality drops, just using a little bit in there to give your water some flavor is really helpful. So Stephanie, you added salt and water and citrus oils. Yes. So just experiment. Don't feel like it just has to be boring water all by itself. Obviously, we don't want to add a bunch of sugary things to it, right? But have fun. I had leftover sliced like limes and lemons that were going bad, and I squeezed all the juice and froze them in little ice cube trays in the freezer. So I will take 1 or 2 of those out and just pop them in too. So just have fun with that. So
I actually add Ninja. Some of my Ninja, when it's my time, I'll add that into the water too. So I'm the same way. I just think we have to be creative and find whatever ways that we can to get that water in. And the earlier, the better. So that if you see at 4, 5, 6 o'clock that you're nowhere near your water amount, you're not like cramming it all in, because then you can hang up going to bed that night, right? You're going to be
Well,
awake
and
all night. And
that's what I was gonna say, and that's something I learned like the very first 2 days was
Yep.
I was sleeping better, but I was like up 6, 7 times a night. So
Yep.
I do the same thing, Susan. I start first thing in the morning, and I actually do those that have sulfurzyme powder. I like to do the Ningxia with the sulfurzyme with the water in a big mason jar 3 times a day, because that is my 75 ounces. I get that, and that's how I keep track of not forgetting my Ningxia, and it tastes good. So, but definitely trying to get it in as early. Like I try not to drink it after dinner. Like I try to get most of my water in before that, or else she'll be up all night peeing.
All right.
okay, I think we're able to wrap it up. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for who's watching on the live stream as well. This will be recorded, so we will have the link, and we're going to post it into the private group so those can get all excited and hear about what Christy had to share as well. But I'm excited. We're just a few days out from starting, so you have time to invite somebody. Perhaps you have a couple extra little packets of Ningxia you could help get them started with before their order comes, so that we all can start on the 12th. But I'm excited, friends. We are going to see some amazing testimonies. So,
And I would say, guys, even if you've got people that can't start on the 12th, it's okay for them to trickle in, right? Like they could start with the workouts first. They could change their diet first as their Ningxia Red comes. Then they can add that Ningxia Red in. So don't be discouraged or think we've got to wait till the next month. We have people doing that every single reset. So we welcome you to jump on board. A lot of times when we procrastinate and put it off, we never, ever do it. So make a plan for this to be your time.
Yep. And as soon as people order the Ningxia, they can get added to the group and start like printing things and doing all the things and just getting a feel for things too. So you don't have to like wait till you're going to start to get put in the group.
exactly. All right, friends, we will see you on the 12th in the group, and I can't wait. So excited. Have a great night, everybody.